Players TV speaking with Champions City Academy manager Mickey Spillane after amazing 5-4 win in the Champions of Champions quarter-final against Enfield. Mickey, what a game.
Yeah, I need to take a breath. It was a real exciting game. Backwards and forwards, loads of highs, lows, but obviously in the end to score and win it the way we did was unbelievable. Yeah,
and we went, I think we're 3-1 up at half time, then we go 4-3 down.
Yeah, I think obviously we didn't start great, and even the whole first half I didn't think we were great, and I thought that we were very fortunate to be winning 3-1. I said that to the boys at half time, that they was a good team and this is going to be difficult, and it did turn out that way. They kept putting the pressure on, they used their physicality, they got in dangerous areas and obviously got the goal, got another one, got a very dubious penalty, and then it looked like obviously it was tough to turn it around after being 3-1 up and being 4-3 down. It's tough to pick yourselves up, but the way they did it to score in the 88th, 89th and then 94th minute was great feeling.
Yeah, it was a weird game because we sort of had quite a lot of control in the game at some points, and then they would just score out of nothing from nowhere.
Yeah, it was a real tough game. They was a good team. They had a lot of third years, so a lot of them boys are 2 years older than our lads. So to think if our lads in 2 years' time was then to play against some lads 2 years younger than them, you'd think where we would be at. And that did show at times with their physicality and their hold-up play and stuff like that. But we had our moments and used our technicalities good, and we used the wide area as well, and we got people in the box and took our goal as well. And yeah, that's kind of what they've done all season. There's been a lot of times where backs been against the wall and we've picked ourselves up and found a way to win the game, and that only puts them in good stead. So looking forward to the semis.
Yeah, and 4-3 down with 5 minutes to go. Did you think we could have got the penalties, but then end up winning it with almost the last kick?
Yeah, well, obviously in the 88th minute when you're 4-3 down, you're hoping to get a goal to try and take it to penalties, but to obviously score two was unbelievable. We was just about to make a change and really go even more gun-ho for it, and then they've obviously stepped up and scored. So the celebrations was brilliant. That made it a little bit sweeter. It's lovely to see all the boys together, lads running from across the pitch, Wardy running up the line at 44 was a good sight to see. But yeah, it was a brilliant game.
And there's a lot of probably the players that played in the FA Youth Cup, likes of Reggie Gregory, Luke Dislanders, Evan Payne. You had Josh Woodrow injured today as well. So there's a lot of the players that weren't playing at the start of the season stepped up at the end of the season.
Yeah, it just shows you the depth we've got within the squad, how much all these lads have improved within the year, that we've now got to where we've got to without the likes of the names you've mentioned, the likes of Reggie Gregory, the likes of Alfie, Luke. There's numerous players. Nice hasn't played all year with injuries. We've had Harvey Farmer who's been out injured. We've had Freddie Esketh who hasn't played a minute, who's been injured all year. So we've had lots and lots of injuries, but the depth and the togetherness that everyone stuck together and improved is just showing now.
Yeah, and there's quite a lot of controversial decisions in the game. There's a few. I spoke to the ref before the game. He said they've not had a lot of difficult decisions in the previous games, but there were so many in that. They had a penalty disallowed and a goal disallowed to make it 5-4 at the end as well for them.
Yeah, there was obviously a lot of incidents, but that kind of does happen a little bit more when stakes are a little bit higher, against two good teams who both obviously want to get through to a semi-final, whereas it's not kind of 5-6-0 wins where them decisions don't mean as much. So yeah, there was a lot of decisions to be made, and I felt there was got some right ones, got some wrong ones, but in the end, it doesn't matter because we're through to the semis.
And what happens now? This through to the semi-finals, who can we play?
Yeah, so the draw will be made today. So we'll obviously find out that the game will have to be arranged for next week. It's not great timing because the lads have their A-levels and stuff like that, so we'll have to do a bit of juggling and mapping it out logistically at when the game's going to be. But whoever we play, they're going to be a top team, but we're a top team and we'll give it our best.
Okay, brilliant result today, Mickey, and speak to you next week.